Good morning, crypto boomers. The voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're talking about Bitcoin, more bits. Has Bitcoin reached its bottom? We're trying to find the floor here, boomers. Today we'll be talking about that as the rest of the boomers tune in to this live broadcast. Champagne in the morning. The Cryptomaniac brothers are congregating. I see Cliff. I see Queens. I see the rest of the boomers pouring in to the population of the chat box. Make sure you're touching the buttons for me, guys. Like, subscribe, post notification bell, ding, ding. Touch all the buttons. Stay tuned into the good crypto word that we spread here daily. Whether we're under attack, whether things are booming or dooming, we're here daily with the best of them. Shout out to Cliff and Queens races indeed out there, guys. Today we'll talk about it, guys. The price seems to continue to fall. I don't know if it's bottomed out. We're going to be talking about that here with the boomers. Get some opinions. We're in new waters where no cryptomaniac has swam before, and we need to talk about it. Shout out to Derek, shout out to Jose, and the rest of the boomers tuning in worldwide. Let's look at the markets here on the coin market caps. See how healthy or ill things are looking here on today's mathematics there on the coin market caps. Let me go ahead and turn off these coins out here for you guys. Share my screen, hit refresh, and stay tuned in. A lot of turkeys getting stuffed out there, says Jose. Indeed. A lot of funny bunnies, a lot of baby bear cubs. Some are rejoicing out there. We had some trolls here in the chat box yesterday, and that's understandable. Things take a dip, dive, and a slide southward. And the little funny bunnies want to come out and troll you, but it's all good out there. Impatient Potato, I see you. Cliff Martin's not scared, neither are we. Cliff Martin bought some at 42. Congrats. Nice deal out there, apparently. And Derek McLean saying, gang, good morning to all the boomers out here. Let's check out today's mathematics out there. Market cap here at 148 billion. It looks like the falling knife has slowed down somewhat. I mean, it's been a bloodbath this past 1 week to 2 weeks, about the past 10 days or whatnot. It's been a complete bloodbath out there. Category 5 storm blowing over out here, knocking out the roofs, the window, all the electricity. Hope you guys have your generators, your storm supplies, guys, the potable water out there. Make sure you have some clean water, and that's what it is out there, boomers. You never know if the storm may blow harder. This may be, we may see other bands, other wind bands come at us. So be prepared. Always have one in the chamber out there. And we spoke about this yesterday. How low will it go? How long will it last? We're going to be talking about that today. Bitcoin at 45.49, about where it was yesterday. Ripple trying to make a move. You see some of the normies out there. They've sided with the rips. Some of these NPCs, they still believe in the bank out there. They want the legacy system in the game of cryptocurrency. And what we've seen here, the evidence has shown us when the suits come into the game, soon thereafter, the market tanks. So we need to stop cheering the suits out there. Ripple trash, smells like central banking. I don't want nothing to do with it. Ethereum out there at 135. Ether looking bad out there. Ether, being the second most popular crypto, in my personal opinion, brought people into the game during 2017 with the ICOs or whatnot. But right now, Ether's having scalability problems, and we've sent the package over to the developers, including Vitalik and the rest of his friends, some performing enhancing supplements. But it looks like the guys at Ripple took it, and now they're gaining some weight over there at number 2. We got to see what's happening out there. Bitcoin Cash, the quarrel, apparently being blamed for some of this negative impact on the price out there. Bitcoin Cash, the ABC, the Satoshi's visions or whatnot. I heard that Coinbase is going to go ahead and choose ABC, if I'm not mistaken. I don't care about the quarrel, the cattiness, the gossip out there. It's funny to Champagne. And in fact, I don't think that, I do think that it's impacting the price to a certain extent. But as I've mentioned before, I think the impact on the market's price when it comes to Bitcoin Cash quarrel is being overestimated. There's other factors in play, like these stable coins that are funnier than the bunnies out there, and perhaps some market manipulation. You may want to check out a Reddit post that I have linked down below. So it's called So About Backed, and we covered it yesterday. We got Stellar, Ripple's little cousin, moving up the ranks out there at 20 cents, surpassing EOS, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got EOS looking slim out there. I like EOS, but there's holes in the boat. We got to admit it. There's holes on the EOS boat out there, and Let's see if it stays floating. We have competitors to EOS, these third generation blockchains. Another one that comes to mind is Cardano. And we'll see if Cardano could bring some competition to EOS. Cardano doesn't really have necessarily a functioning product as of late, but they are scheduled to do so sometime early Q1. So let's see if that delivers. We got Tether at 98 cents and Cardano at 4 cents. Monero, one of my faves, there at 69 cents. I think Monero is not going to go anywhere. I think this one is going to weather the storm. There is a demand for privacy coins, for fungibility. I may have this video linked down below. 5 reasons why Monero could be, keyword is could be, better and more superior than Bitcoin. Not that I believe that. Keyword here is could be. I think it's worth a listen. Check out the video I have linked down below. Monero, I'm definitely bullish on out there. We were talking about privacy coins yesterday. Someone there in the population of the chat box said, I don't know why anybody's talking about privacy coins other than Monero. It's the only one out there. And when it comes to the privacy coins, I know there's a list out there of people, you know, speculating on some private coins, but I'll stay booming with Monero, me personally. Tron at 1 cent, Dash at 111, IOTA at 31 cents, and you got Binance at 6. As the rest of the boomers tune in, I see Couch Cash, Crypto Farmer, Jose Ortega, Reed Mac, Lucian, Cliff, and the rest of the boomers out there in the population of the chat box. Good morning to all the crypto maniacs still booming out there. You guys are the few, the proud, the crypto boomers out here. We got a few good men here in the population of the chat box. It seems like we've shaken out majority of the bad hands. Some of the trolls now are visiting us. Yesterday we had some trolls pop up in the chat box, but I don't think those are no coiners in my personal opinion. I think they're just coming by to troll and have fun. So, you know, let them come by, and it is what it is. McLovin, good morning. Looking to buy Bitcoin at $3,400 level. Okay. Revolutionist, good morning. I'll be buying more maybe next week, he says. I'm just waiting to see how the wind is blowing. Indeed, indeed. King Kong says Tron has too much inflation. Okay. You know, I like Tron, and I've considered it in the past, but I'm not a bag holder. I don't have anything to bad to say about it. As far as the inflation, I can't verify or deny that. I don't know much enough about how the blocks are produced to either, like I said, confirm or deny. Derek McLean says, Champ, remember when I said it would be 4,200 months ago? Okay, there you go. At 4,500 now. Derek McLean's there, been calling 4,200 all year. Does he have a point, or is he just lucky? We don't know. But at the end of the day, he did say 42. So welcome Derek McLean to the population of the chat box. Norm says the timing release of crypto news is obvious that manipulation's here. And I agree there, Norm. I do agree with that. Check out the article I have linked down below. We covered that more yesterday. It's called So About Backed. You know, gives a hypothesis that maybe possibly the legacy financial system, the suits out there, could be manipulating the game out there. Again, there's no direct evidence. Everything is coincidental, but you know, it is a coincidence, right? Icon, wow, Boxing Day sales. I haven't been following Icon, Norm, but I do like it. Korean Ethereum out there. I think I have covered it in the past. But you know how I've been lately, these past couple of months. Bitcoin. I've been telling you guys, more bits. Just in case this storm blows, you could see that Bitcoin retains its value better than some of the other coins out there. So it's a little bit more, it weathers the storm a little better than some of the baby altcoins. Cliff said, award-winning show yesterday, Champ. Fire. Okay, glad that you think that. It doesn't seem like anything different for Champagne. You know, sometimes, you know, some people say, great show, Champ, and then I stop streaming, and I'm like, oh, that was trash out there. You guys know that I'm unscripted, unedited, and I go longer than most boomers go out there without a script. And definitely with the stream of consciousness. So sometimes, you know, I'm not happy with the way the streams turn out, but we're keeping it raw and uncut, unedited. And I think that's what you guys like. So I appreciate that, Queens. Excuse me. I appreciate that, Cliff. Queen says Derek was right. Derek was right. I guess so. I mean, I don't think he was right during the whole year, but perhaps maybe he was right for now. So shout out to Derek. We appreciate him in the population of the chat box. Smooth says it will go up to 5,500, 5,800, and then drop even lower. People are still way too optimistic. And that may be a possibility. Smooth, I'll tell you this, on the short term, I am not bullish. And, you know, I think that I thought last week that we would hold the line there between $5,000 and $6,000, and that the fact that we broke the support so quickly that we were trying to identify made me realize that we haven't necessarily found a bottom yet. okay, at this moment. I think we found the bottom for the most of 2018, which was between 5,800 and about the $8,000 range where we were at most of the year. But then we got attacked here on the left flank, and we're going closer to those levels that Derek McLean's been talking about all year, that 4,200. And he's saying it should break lower. Now, I would say that I don't disagree with you on that one, Derek. At this point, I don't think that we have found the bottom. I think the evidence this week has shown us that right now the knife could still be falling out there. This doesn't deny the fact that I'm long term here with the bits. But again, I'm mid to long term. Short term, things might get ugly. And I think we need to manage expectations. Possibility of things going under 4,200 is still believable in my personal opinion. So I'm definitely agreeing with you, Derek. I definitely agree. 4,200, it could break lower. You said it should. I'm not saying it should. I said it could, but we're definitely more on the same page than we have been before. Holmes says this drop isn't a big deal if you're in it for long term. Indeed, and I've said this yesterday. You know, to me personally, it's not that big of a deal if you're in this for the long kaboom. But then you got these short termers that are here for a few months. They want to draw blood out there, and they want results now. Then you got the day traders out there that are getting slammed as well. And unless they've been shorting, and you know, Champagne doesn't play with the shorts there on BitMEX or whatnot, and I'm not interested with that. But shout out to those that are still trying to stack the fiat. I'm not mad at you guys. Good morning to FN Based. I see you with the sunglasses. Norm says, why do people keep saying it needs to go lower? It's been almost a year of the bear market out there. I'll tell you this much, Norm. I think that we still haven't found the bottom. The fact, and you can see the graph here, you know, we have such strong movement downward. These candles are quite long. It just shows us evidence to me that we just haven't found a new bottom now. It seems like we had a bottom for most of the year, and it was stable. You know, definitely from September until just a few weeks ago, things were pretty stable. Even in the summer, we held that line, and that's why, you know, me and Derek had been disagreeing in the summer. He kept saying 42, and I said, no, it's going to hold. It's hold. I was right for most of the year, and now it looks like the price is going to go lower. So, you know, now Derek may be right. So, again, I don't think anybody really knows exactly where things are going to go, and that reason being, I think that we still haven't found the support level, and that's what it is. Impatient Potato says, Tone Vase reckon it will go lower. I use data list for Cardano, says Impatient Potato. And I do agree. I did check out some of the streams that Tone was doing out there, and you know, I don't always agree with that camp, but I do agree that the price could go lower. At this point, yes, you know, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Mark D says 40 and 50% drops are a big drop. Let's not kid ourselves. Happy I went to fiat last week, waiting patiently for re-entry. Shout out to Mark D. Okay, it seems like you made a good deal, a good move for you, and we're not mad. And Impatient says he's got a treasure. Okay. Smooth says, Norm, it's because Bitcoin was making new highs from 2015 to 2018. If bull run lasts 3 years, bear market should last at least half of this period. And that makes quite sense, Smooth. I do agree with you with that one. And I kind of mentioned this last live stream. You know, listen, guys, Bitcoin has been pulling the cart for all of crypto for some time now, for years now. And there hasn't been an altcoin that has caused as much noise, as much innovation as Bitcoin has. We got a taste of it with Ethereum. Ethereum brought new capital into the game, but it didn't perform anywhere near close to how Bitcoin has in the past. So I said this yesterday. I think that where's the killer app? Where's the killer altcoin? And it seems like no one can agree with what that coin or DApp is out there. So, you know, some say it's EOS, others says it's Cardano. We got people saying Digibyte, others say Litecoin, and it seems like there isn't really that one coin, that alternative coin that people are saying this is the one. And you know, people thought it was Ethereum, but I see that the confidence in ETH has declined. Now, that's not to say that ETH maybe couldn't rise out of the ashes, although my confidence in ETH has gone down. Okay, so you know, that's what it is out there. Marlon says, kaboom, happy pre-Thanksgiving, champ, breaking the diet big time tomorrow. Yeah, I've been eating kind of more this week. I've been following that keto diet, and, we talk about this on other streams or whatnot. But this few weeks, I've upped the carbs, and I'm feeling good. So, enjoy yourself out there, especially if you've been putting in work, such as myself and other boomers here in the population of the chat box. It is what it is. Don't be scared to go ahead and enjoy yourself out there. But let's be honest, champ, XLM has the most sexy chart of all. I haven't been checking the XLM chart out there. We do have it here. I have it on my watch list, but I haven't been checking it. So we can look at the chart. It doesn't seem that much sexier compared to Bitcoin. And, Bitcoin's obviously not as sexy as XLM. But I'm not interested in XLM. I'm going to be honest with you, being that it's Ripple's little cousin. You know how I feel about centralized banker coins, arguably. You could look at these coins like the Rips and things that are a little more centralized as more like companies rather than cryptocurrencies. And that's not to say that they may not boom. They may boom in the short term. I just personally am not interested with them. Cliff Martin says, it's true. Sexy XLM chart holding its own. And XLM has increased its ranking out there, and so has Ripple. So, it is what it is out there. Shout out to Marlon. I see you. Shout out to Smooth. I see you. Revolutionist says, Backed has been delayed until 24th of January to get investors ready from day one. Wow. Thanks for letting us know. I didn't know about that. So apparently one of our boomer officials out there from the United Kingdom, Revolutionist, has just informed us that Backed has been delayed until the 24th of January 2019 to get investors ready from day one. This is just being reported here by Revolutionists in the population of the chat box. I'm sure that he's not reporting fake news, but if you want to go ahead and cross-reference that just in case, like I said, I would say that it sounds right, that they have delayed it as they have delayed other decisions before. So let's see. And again, you know how I feel about the Backed and all these things. I don't think they positively impact crypto. And we've seen evidence of that in the past. Smooth says you need to look at the XLM BTC pair, not USD. Okay, then that kind of makes sense as to why I wasn't understanding what you're saying, because the XLM USD pair wasn't that sexy. Thanks for letting me know. Mark D says there are no new on-ramps in the crypto market for getting fiat in. Until new methods of funding are made available, we will drop much further, says Mark D. That may be a possibility. I do agree with you on the fact that there's not much more fiat coming in. And the fact that so many stable coins now are being used instead of fiat, it's almost like this thing is kind of, though these stable coins are arguably counterfeit crypto out there, and they're not bringing more fiat in, and they're just using the stable coins to buy out up the bit. So you know how I feel about that if you've been tuning in. Queen says, yeah, Backed hurt my feeling. Norm says that was yesterday's news. Perhaps you're talking about Backed. I haven't, confirmed or denied if they have been delayed, but apparently Revolutionist is letting us know. So Backed is going to be pushed now into January. So that's what it is. So many people have been. Hold on. This guy Destro, you're out of here, guy. People come here and try to, there goes the trolls, guy. You got to throw them out. I made a point today. I'm not even going to entertain the trolls or call them by their name. They're just going to be thrown out the box. Mike Pfeiffer says it's accumulating time. Crypto isn't going away. Those that wanted to get in early, this is your time. A lot of big things gonna kaboom, says Mike Pfeiffer. And I do agree, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Smooth says stable coins remind me of Ponzi's from before. They're funny money. Smooth, I don't know. Everybody's excited about them, but if the more I look into them, I'm like, what are these things backed by? Are they even mineable? What are these even cryptos, or this is just fake counterfeit crypto? Let me know what you think about that, Smooth. I mean, obviously, you tell me what they remind you of. So obviously, you do feel it's funny bunny. Let's see if anybody else can chime in on what stable coins remind them of, or what they feel about stable coins. Mike Pfeiffer says soy boy trolls. Yeah, we've been getting a few more now as the market comes down. People want to come in and say negative things, but Right now, Champagne, I'm in a good mood today, and you know it's all good out there. You know, this morning I realized, you know, if things go down lower, we're going to be flooded with even more negative energy. You know, that negative current, because indeed this is a cryptocurrency, like an electric current. There's going to be positive and negative charges, and if you're not willing to deal with both the plus and the minus, perhaps this is not the space for you. So I'm anticipating a negative charge for the short term, and you got to be prepared for that. So make sure you stay grounded out there, boomers. And this morning I did realize that, you know, it's important to stay grounded out there. Literally take your shoes off and plant them on the ground. Okay. I mean, literally stay grounded out there. That's why you should be squatting and deadlifting with your shoes off, in my personal opinion. Either how, you know, manage expectations, stay positive out there, and don't let the polarity throw you off your beat and your goals and your long-term plans out there. So, you know, these trolls, they want to polarize us. And since we're grounded today, they're just getting thrown out the box, and they're not affecting the current. So kaboom to that. Queen's Racist with the $3. Kaboom out there. Let me throw you that bomb. He says, let me see the funny bunny. Indeed. Shout out to the bunnies out there. We see them, Queens. We'll snipe them out the box out there. Boom. Indeed. Thank you for the gratuity, Queens. It's guys like Queens and other boomers like Revolutionists, Cliff, and the other boomers that they show love here in the population of the chat box, whether things are up or down. You guys keep me going out there. Definitely keep me grounded and keep me focused on the kaboom that we're focused on for the long term. I've always told you guys here, I'm here for the long kaboom, okay? I'm not interested with the short kaboom out there. That's why I'm not a day trader, okay? I'm here for the long one out there. The F says kaboom, indeed. Smooth says, I tried holding True USD and PAX in the past. I thought if Bitcoin goes down, I'm going to keep some money, but my portfolio went down in value. Oh, okay. Smooth says, so I don't understand why people are using them. Neither do I. You know, I think that these are bankster fraud coins. You know, anybody, you know, these outfits are just making these stable coins out of thin air. They haven't been audited. They're, in my opinion, I don't see how they're verifiable. I just really don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here, but it's kind of stinky. Starting with Tether is stinky to me, and then you say that one makes sense. Apparently, that one's backed by fiat, but that one smells stinky too. And, you know, apparently there have been people looking into that. I don't want anything to do with the Tether. I don't want anything to do with True USD, US stablecoin. For that, you just go ahead and use real fiat if you're really into that. Kaboom to Couch Cash. Let me throw a bomb for you out there with the $5 there in the population of the chat box. Let me throw some money off the ceiling there for Queens and Couch Cash, showing love out there. It's guys like Couch Cash, like Rafterman, like Queens, like Cliff Martin. These boomers here that keep me going out there. I appreciate you maniacs. Thank you for the $5 out there, Couch Cash. It's definitely appreciated. Good morning to Rafterman. Derek McLean says the stable coins are here because people don't want to go directly into fiat when the market is too volatile. We know why they're here. It's you know, to make people feel safe, to make the normies feel safe. Now, are they legit? That's the bottom line here. And you know, are they going to move up in value? I mean, you know, if they're stable, they're going to stay stable. And for that, you just go ahead and use fiat. You know, it's just as good as fiat. It's more funny bunny than fiat, if you ask me. So it is what it is out there. Tribe here says that Bitcoin's going to 2,000. While I doubt it, I did admit earlier that I think that we haven't reached the bottom. So things will, or I'm not saying will, they could continue to fall. Okay. Now, how low, you know, 2,000, I'm not sure if I'm buying into that. But going under 4,000 at this moment, is believable, if you ask me. The F says, don't his S make you want to jump? Okay, you know. Shout out to Busta Rhymes if you're trying to use his line out there. Smooth Operator says, but you're not safe if they're falling down. They are connected to BTC value. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you know, take your profit, or, you know, go ahead and hodl the fiat. I mean, you know, usually, you know, use it, you know, cash out and hold it in your bank account or whatnot. I'm not trusting the stable coins out there. I know that the day traders, they use them, the Tether or whatnot. I'm not sure if that's for me, but again, I'm not a day trader, so, you know, I don't have a demand for it. Revolutionist, kaboom out there. Let me throw the bomb for you. More fiat off the ceiling. A $5 gratuity, £5, excuse me, from the Revolutionist. Cardano will throw ETH and anchor as they sail past. And that's what the speculation is out there. We do know that Charles Hoskinson was on the original Ethereum board, if I'm not mistaken, and then he forked off and went over with Ethereum Classic or whatnot. And it seems like guys like Hoskinson, Larimer, and Buterin, they do have some sort of a rivalry going on. So that's what it is. Tribeard says, don't trust Ether. It's a scam. And that's what they say out there. And, you know, I'm not trusting any of the stable coins, me personally. Now, do we have direct evidence to support that claim? No. But, you know, our intuition is telling us that it smells kind of stinky out there. Tribeard. Shout out to the Revolutionists. Thanks once again for the £5 and everybody else showing love. The super chat's open. Do you guys got 5 on it here on the cryptocurrency cipher? Here in the morning with Champagne. Indeed, we're here with the positive energy always, whether things go up or down. Champagne just came back from the gym today. You know how I've been pulling weight, pushing weight out there. Did another 5-rep PR on the deadlift today. Feeling greater than ever. And, you know, I was thinking about the markets there when I was lifting, and I'm not concerned. And I'm ready for these trolls and ready to ignore them. Not even to engage them out there. You know, sometimes I engage them. And, you know, you guys find it fun or whatnot, but sometimes it's tiring. It's better just to ignore these funny bunnies out there. I'll let you guys snipe them out the box. Boom! Tribeard just finished the gym too. Hit a PR on shoulder press, 155 times 2. Very nice, Tribeard. Very nice. Congratulations out there. I'm trying to get my overhead press up as well. It's one of my weaker exercises. So, you know, I definitely would love to push 155 times 2. So shout out to you. That's a nice PR there. Congratulations. Shout out to everybody that's going to the gym. Whether things are going up or down, you got to make sure that you keep yourself well tuned out there. Kaboom, the likes. Rafter Man. Everybody showing love today. Kaboom. $2 from Rafter Man out there. His daily too. Rafter Man's always showing love, guys. Show Rafter Man love. Rafter Man, do you have a channel out there? What do you do out there, Rafter Man? I want to show you love out there. You always come through here, drop your 2 every single day, whether things are up or down. Show Champagne love out there. You know, everybody go show Rafter Man some love. He's one of the crypto brothers out here. I appreciate you, Rafter Man, always catching my back out there. It's guys like you that keep me going. Tribeard says, chest is my weakest. Back and legs my strongest. Okay, great. Revolutionist says, I was at the gym for 8 a.m. Excellent. We know Revolutionist has been pumping for some time now. Definitely more than a beginner out there. And which leads me to talk about the self-improvement broadcast. It looks like Champagne may take a break for the remaining of the week. I don't know if I may pop up on you guys tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Maybe not. So it's a 50-50 depending on how things look out here. Definitely Friday. I may skip Friday. I may actually take a vacation day on Friday. I know I'm here all the time, but sometimes Champagne needs to go on vacation as well. So, you know, we've been scheduling the self-improvement broadcast for Friday. And if I'm not going to be around on Friday, I may do it either today, tomorrow, or Monday, depending on how I feel. Maybe tomorrow. Or today it's already getting kind of late. So maybe tomorrow, if not Monday. Norm says, how many Bitcoins can you bench press? Indeed. Well, it's Bitcoin's a little lighter now, Norm, so we can bench press more Bitcoins today than we could yesterday or the day before. Stablecoin is putting your money in the sidelines instead of withdrawing it. Simple, but don't trust it. We agree with that, Queens. These funny bunny stablecoins, we got nothing to do with them. Kaboom, the like buttons right now. Shout out to all my crypto Spartans, looking like 300 for the end of the year and beyond. That New Year is approaching out there. Cliff Martin says he needs to get to the gym. You should get in before all the normies start signing up for January. You know, all the normies, they have those New Year's resolutions or whatnot. And you see most of the normies, the gym is packed in January and by February and into March. it becomes a ghost town again. So don't be one of the normies. Get in there before the regular wagies and normies, those NPCs, get into the gym out there and get a leg up ahead on them, Cliff. And I'm sure, you know, if you've heard me repeat this before in the past, but check out the strong lifts, strong lifts 5x5. I've found, like I told you guys in the self-improvement threads, you know, I've been working out for some time now, but it wasn't until recently I found the value of lifting heavy weights out there. So you may want to check out the strong lifts. Again, I'm not shilling it because I don't get anything in return. I just find it something that I found useful for myself. Kaboom out there, Mike Pfeiffer. You guys are showing love today. I appreciate you, maniacs. More fiat. Off the ceiling out there, Mike Pfeiffer, another one of our high-ranking official snipers out there. Mike, I appreciate you. $2.99. Thanks for the love. All this goes to Baby Champagne's Formula Fund. Keep the young boomer strong out there. Thanks again, Mike. Keep booming. Derek says, I'm excited for stablecoins that can hold the value of real-world assets like my house. Yeah, let's see who could keep those coins stable. I mean, you know, again, if you are believing in a stable coin, what will keep its stability? You know, if it's not the free market, then who will keep the coin stable? I seem to be a proponent and a promoter of the free market as opposed to a regulated control market, because who will be regulated? Big Bad Wolf or the Wizard of Oz? Who's the type of man that's going to stabilize the market out there? Big Brother? I want nothing to do with it, Derek. I'm going to be honest with you. Leave the market free and let it be. Let the decentralized, open, free market decide the price, if you ask me. Rafterman says, I'm just driving up and down the roads. You're a driver out there? You're a trucker, Rafterman? I know a lot of truckers listen out there. They don't want to watch the videos when they drive. They just want to listen to audio. So shout out to my drivers out there, my truckers. Revolutionist goes to the gym 3 days per week like a beast out there. I've been following that 3 times a week, and I've been going for the past month or so. I've been going almost every Saturday, so adding that 4th day. But when I do go on Saturday, it's light arm work, a little bit of calves, a little bit of abs. It's kind of light work. Go heavy for 3 times a week out there. Smooth says, I'd be sending you money too if they increase my salary. It's all good, Smooth. You know, you're welcome here regardless. It's not about the tips. I welcome you maniacs. It's about that positive energy out here. You guys don't have to agree with me all the time, but if you come here, drop a positive comment, or you teach us something, or maybe even if you disagree with us respectfully, it's all good out here. I appreciate you, Smooth. Queen's Racist says, Champs Army with the biceps. Shout out to Queens. Definitely a crypto maniac boomer. Yappy says, pro tip, invest in real estate after the bubble crashes. Then you can rent out your house and collect dividends on it, so to speak. Okay. We haven't really talked about real estate here, but thanks for sharing that information, Yappy. Smooth says, I'm working my ass off to pay bills. The rest goes to cryptos. Indeed. Indeed. Shout out to you. Yappy says the market will crash to zero, you noobs. There you go. You have one comment that was seemed helpful, and then the second comment's trash. If you believe it's going to go to zero, then what are you doing here, Yappy? You may want to leave out there. Strike one for you. CryptoZilla says, kaboom, indeed. Shout out to CryptoZilla out there out of Tokyo, one of our high-ranking officials. Good morning to you, CryptoZilla. How's the keto going for you? Did you finally get some results out there, or are you still trying to tweak the diet? Let us know. Derek says the coin can reflect the value of the asset in the free market. But again, it's the free market. So by definition, the free market is not regulated, nor is it stabilized. So at the end of the day, the free market is the leader, in my opinion. Derek says, Tuan, stop trolling. Yeah, you know, whatever. I'm just warning you guys. Yappy, you don't need to warn us. You're nobody's crypto daddy, and we've never seen you here before. So add something of value before you try to be a white knight and act like you're helping people, just so that you can get more brownie points for you, Yappy. You're not. We don't believe you out there. Queen says, I do truck driving for Tropicana, 16-hour days sometimes. Shit's getting rough. I need the market to go up. Shout out to Queens out there driving the truck out there. You're not the only one. That's let me know that they're listening to Champagne, driving the vehicles out there, listen to the audio. And I appreciate all you maniacs. Thanks a lot out there, Queens. We send our positive energy out to you. Adventures in Bitcoin, another YouTuber out there, a boomer. He says, we will see a mini kaboom before Santa comes. And listen, I mean, I won't deny the boom, but my faith in a boom before the end of the year is low out there. Trying to manage the expectation. I think we're going to be kind of low for some time now before the next boom occurs. It's going to be some time, but hopefully you're right and we're wrong, because that will definitely be a positive thing for us. Try Beer says, if you haven't been convinced by keto diet, go watch The Magic Pill on Netflix. Yeah, you're not the only one that's shared that with us. Other boomers have let us know. I personally watched it on Netflix as well. Great documentary if you want to know some of the benefits of the ketogenic diet. Thanks for sharing, Trybeard. Steve says, they've said we're in the third wave of the Elliott wave, then see an uptick and finally the fifth wave down. So we're still going to head down further. Steve from San Francisco. Shout out to Steve out there. I don't really subscribe to the trend analysis charts when it comes to cryptocurrency. I don't think that you can apply the same TA logic that you will or would in the legacy financial system to cryptocurrency. But what I do agree with you is that it could head down further at this moment. So we seem to be in agreement on that. How we get there is probably different routes, but we are in agreement that it could. You said we're still going to head down. I don't think it will, but it could, in my opinion. Thanks for your for chiming in there, Steve. I appreciate you. Revolutionist says, those that can go to the gym every day just ain't pumping enough weights. If you're not feeling your workout the next day, you need to go either heavier or do more. I agree with you there, Revolutionist. I was one of those normies. Going to the gym 5 and 6 times a week, doing those high intensity interval trainings. And it feels good. You sweat a lot. Your heart beats a lot. But you're right. If you're not feeling it the next day, and if you're probably not going heavy enough out there. Some people get scared of the heavy weights. They think they're going to get injured or whatnot. And that's why the programs that I've recommended here are progressive. And they start you out with lightweight. But ultimately, you need that heavy weight. And I do agree with you, Revolutionists. One of our intermediate to advanced lifters out there. Kaboom, indeed. I'll throw a bomb for you. Where's my bombs at? Boom, bombs away. Adventures in Bitcoin says, then we will be crip walking. Hopefully, hopefully we crip walk by Christmas time. But the way things are looking right now, I'm not too confident with that. Going to start working weekends soon to get that extra cash to buy Bitcoin over the year, says Evan. Doesn't sound like a bad strategy. Thanks for sharing us, and welcome to the population here. Never seen you before, and I appreciate your comment. Kaboom. Original Copy says bottom is not in yet. Original Copy's calling for a 3650 bottom out there, and that might be true. Copy, welcome here to the population. Copy, one of our high-ranking official, a sniper. Let me throw a scope out there for you, Copy. Kaboom out there. Original Copy's letting us know he thinks it's going to go to 3650. I don't know where the bottom is, Copy, but like I just said earlier, the bottom is not in yet. That we can agree with, and it seems like it could drop even lower. Hopefully, this is the bottom and we don't go any lower, but it hasn't been defined yet. So you very well maybe 3650 and maybe 42, like Derek has said, and maybe even lower. We don't know. I think it's still too early to call this bottom right now. Like I said, we're in new crypto waters where no crypto sharks have swam in before. So that's what it is. You can definitely do TA on crypto because TA and charts are the results of mass human psychology of traded assets. Again, that's your personal opinion, and that's what they're going to lead you to believe. While some of that may be true, I think that quantifying human psychology is not as easy as some may think it is, and especially with a new market like crypto, it runs more on raw emotion than it is on Elliott waves and Fibonacci's. Some of those technicalities do apply in crypto, but not as much as they do in the financial legacy system. And that's why some of these people that are charting, they don't know what's going on either. You can follow the charters because I have, and they have all the fancy terms or whatnot, and it sounds like they know what they're talking about. But at the end of the day, they know just as much as we do. No one knows where the bottom is or where things are going to go. Cryptozilla says, did you guys see the Bloomberg article? Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett had the last laugh on Bitcoin. This is mainstream FUD to drive down the price, but they aren't going to kill the golden goose. I agree with you, CryptoZilla. It seems this could be some market manipulation. Reset the clock out there. Did share a quote yesterday from the comment section of Reddit on the article I got linked down below that says, they say that when retail investors miss the train, they miss the train. When institutions miss the train, they bring it back. And perhaps maybe they missed that Bitcoin boom train that occurred, and they may be trying to bring it back using some of the stable coins or whatnot. We don't know. Adventures in Bitcoin says the older you get, the more rest you need between high volume days. The heavier you lift, the more rest you're going to need as well. Not only between days, but between sets. Shout out to the Golden Goose, indeed. Shout out to Queen's Races. Yappy, I appreciate you coming into the box, but we're not here to argue whether Bitcoin is legitimate or not. You're probably on the wrong channel. So, you know, if you want to go ahead and have those arguments, I'm going to let you know this is not the place to argue whether Bitcoin is legitimate or not. I think, you know, we're up to listening to things, but definitely I think you're just trying to troll right now. Or maybe you're just trying to argue, and we're not here to argue whether Bitcoin's legitimate or not. You may want to do that somewhere else. So that's strike two. Smooth Operator says the problem with TA is that it cannot predict when the dump is going to happen. That's why some of us were waiting for these numbers since February and nothing has happened. You may be right. You know, you may be right. You know how I feel about TA out there. Yappy, I don't agree with you out there. You think you're keeping it real, but you just sound like a complainer out there, Yappy. What could you share here that is a positive rather than negative out there? Seems like you just want to drop a negative comment out there. So I'll give you this strike 2.5 out there. Add something positive, we'll throw you out the box. I you know, invite competing opinions out here, but I'm not listening to trolls that are saying that Bitcoin is going to go to zero. I don't got time to argue with you guys. So, you know, perhaps maybe you haven't caught yourself, but you're sounding like an idiot, Yappy, for lack of a better word. So I'll give you, you know, strike 2.5. Perhaps maybe you can add some value here to the population of the chat box. If not, we'll send you on your way out there, Yappy. It's all good. Let me know. Snipe the Yappy, says Queen's Races. It's all good. You know, you got to give people a chance out there. I've never seen them in the population of the chat box. Champagne is now out to throw everybody out the box that doesn't agree with me. You guys know how I get down. But the trolls out there that they want to complain and they jump into the box and they got all these things to say, but they've never been in the population with the boomers before. They're a little bit too entitled out there. You're looking like a millennial out there, Yappy. Well, the most positive thing you could do right now is either short Bitcoin or sell. I'm sorry, or don't like it, but I'm going to say it. It will reach 50K if that ain't the case. Okay, I mean, that comment, you know, I'm not mad at that comment. You know, if you want to short Bitcoin, okay. But, you know, there you go with the, do you even lift, bro? Obviously, we even lift out there, Yappy. Yappy, I don't like you. You're out of here. See you later, Yappy. You seem like you need to go lift. See you later there, Yappy. Good night. He's out of here. Snipe him out the box. People like Yappy don't understand that some of us don't care what's going to happen to Bitcoin. We will continue buying no matter what. We are nuts. Shout out to the crypto maniacs out there. You know, guys, I try to give people chances out here because, you know, I want to listen to competing opinions. I know Smooth, sometimes me and Smooth don't agree all the time. But Smooth is not trolling me out here. You know, Smooth and other people that, you know, drop their 2 cents here in the population of the chat box. You know, I'm not out here to create an echo chamber, but I got to regulate the space out there. We don't need trolls out here, guys. So we'll throw them out the box. You know, Champagne's feeling positive today, so I'm not here to argue. It's all good. Mike says, this Yappy guy, you sound like a damn soy boy, funny Ripple supporter. Well, he's out the box out there, Mike Pfeiffer. He's not coming back. See you later out there, Yappy. CryptoZilla says, learn about the reality before yapping. Yeah, he's just Yappy. The name says it all. Funny bunny. Sniped out the box. Headshot, says Queen's Races, indeed. Original Copy says, as far as TA is concerned, it is my opinion we are in a complex correction. Look up WXYXZ correction. We are on the Z wave, meaning this is near the end of the correction. That's, you know, I don't follow TA, original copy, when it comes to the cryptos right now. You know, I definitely build more the sentiment of, you know, I think the boomers in the front line, they don't got time to be looking at the charts. We're out here firing or whatever moves, and we're dealing in real time. But maybe you're right. Maybe I'm missing something. You know, Champagne, I'm not up on everything. So you think we're on Z of the correction? Just let me know when things are going to kaboom out there, copy. That's what I want to know. Hefe says, not going to lie, it's looking pretty devastating with these prices, but I'm still holding in hope for the boom. It's going to take a lot longer. If it's my opinion. I mean, again, you know, I'm not the pro, and I don't know where things are going to go out there. Give out my personal opinion. That's what it is. Couchcast says he's funny bunny. Smooth Operator says he was investing in everything. He's not scared of losing it all. Crypto maniac, obviously Smooth. But these guys out here, they don't know who they're dealing with out here when they jump in the population out there. Looking like little entitled millennials out there. We got to snipe them out the box. Let them know that we don't care about their views. I'll see you later out there. And someone the other day was asking, but Champ, how about free speech or whatnot? I said, listen, this is not my, you know, I don't own YouTube. You got to talk to YouTube about free speech. But as far as the population of the chat box, you know, we're going to regulate it how we like. So in that sense, the channel's centralized. Indeed. Derek says if he's so convinced Bitcoin will go to zero, just shut up and buy a future on that. If he's right, he'll be a millionaire. But, you know, people rather... you saw what he said, though. He was like, oh, I'm just trying to help you out. These white knights. That's like the, you know, everybody wants to be the savior out there. You know, I'm just trying to help you out. And like, I don't need your help. We're not looking for any soy boys help out here, Derek. You know what it is out there. He should put his money where his mouth is and buy the future. If not, just shut up. You're right there, Derek. Revolutionist says, I do feel like we're somewhere near the bottom, but I don't know. I agree there, Revolutionist. We could be near the bottom, but we don't know. It could be lower. So we got to manage our expectations out there. Be prepared. Always have one in the chamber just in case another rogue wave comes at us out there. It's all about that mind state. Rothschild made a fortune buying in the panic that followed the Battle of Waterloo against Napoleon. Indeed, we know about that as well. That may be what's happening now. And read the Reddit article linked down below. I think you were on the stream yesterday, so maybe you shared it and you guys already checked it out, but I still have it linked down below. Bitcoin will never drop to zero because people like us will continue buying it. And listen, I said this yesterday, Bitcoin will never go to zero even if it doesn't even have a use case, because being that it's the first digital currency, by definition, it is already a collectible. So let's say there is no function, Ripple takes over, or whatever coin takes over, or whatever you guys could believe, anything could happen, let's say. But even in the worst case scenario, I still believe that Bitcoins will be mined, and they're still going to be rare, and perhaps their value will just go up strictly because of the collectors. And that's worst case scenario. I don't believe that's going to happen. I think Bitcoin's here to stay. So, you know, in the worst case scenario and the best case scenario, Bitcoin's never going to zero. AJ said, don't let these trolls get to you, dude, but he's right. Crypto looks bad. And I agree. It looks bad. I mean, that I'm not denying, AJ. I just said just a few seconds ago, it could go lower. It could go lower. I'm not denying that as well. I'm not here trying to say that it's going to hold the line. It looks... Now, let me show you the screen. Look at these candles here. This doesn't look good. So you got to be ready. You know, crypto's going through growing pains, says Tess. Indeed, I agree with Tess out there. One of our high-ranking crypto chicks out there. Let me throw the sniper for you, Tess. We always appreciate you here booming with the best of them. Crypto will go back up and boom soon. I hope so, Riddy. I hope so. Smooth says he'll be buying Cardano at 2 cents. We got a lot of Cardano bulls in here, and there's a lot of speculation about Cardano. I just want to see Cardano deliver already. You know, right now it's just a bunch of promises, and they're good ones too. At that matter, you know, they're good ones, but they haven't been delivered yet. When people get scared, that's when we need to get greedy. So says Warren Buffett. That's right, Derek. Soren says, don't panic, be patient. That's what the people need, patience. We have it out there, Sorian. Shout out to Sorian out there. Romania, right? Sorry, or Bulgaria or Romania, if I'm not mistaken. Let us know if I remembered correctly. Shout out to you out there, Sorian. Champ, what's your opinion on Tezos? I don't have enough information about Tezos other than it was one of the larger ICOs when they first came out. But I haven't been following Tezos, so I can't give you a proper response there, Smooth. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. Champagne, I don't make things up. I'll give you what I truly believe in. I don't have enough information, so it is what it is. Kaboom! Queen's Races with the $2. Sniping out there. I appreciate you, Queens. Thanks a lot. Shout out to Queen's Races. And I said I was going to check out your YouTube channel because you told me you document racing cars. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't. And now I'm reminded that I told you I was. So I'm going to do that sooner than later. Check out the racing out there. Apparently, Queens has been documenting some race cars out there. Some racing, street racing in Queens, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to Queens out there. Thank you. I appreciate it out there. When will all the shitcoins start getting delisted from these exchanges, Champ? I think some of it already happened. I noticed this morning when I was checking out the coin market cap. Let me go ahead and hit refresh. You could see today there are 2,071 cryptocurrencies listed. Yesterday was 2,080. So in one day, 9 coins have been delisted. According to the data that we have here. And apparently, and I said this yesterday, I think the majority of these coins are going to end up losing. We're going to see the death of a lot of altcoins out here, guys, is my expectation. Thanks again, Queens. I appreciate you. For the sniping bullets, I know they're expensive. Indeed. Shout out to Queens. AJ is not a believer. He says Bitcoin was nothing but a big pump and dump. It's 10 years old and no one uses Bitcoin for anything but to buy other worthless coins with it. Then what are you doing in the space there, AJ? Are you here trying to help us out? Are you a white knight trying to save us? Trying to make yourself feel good about that you're spreading that info? Or what's the point of your comment out there? Because I don't think this is the place for it. And the fact that it's been around for 10 years and it's worth over $4,000 at the moment when it was only worth pennies on the dollar. I'm not believing what you have to say out there, AJ. So, we seem to disagree, but it's all good. That's what it is. Double X says, God bless everyone. Every day is a treasure. Shout out to Double X out there. I appreciate you. Tesca says, if Cardano's 2 cents, I'll buy some more. I need to have a yard sale to make more money for crypto. LOL. Every time I think I have some extra, I have to buy tires or something. Yeah, shout out to you. We would like to, all of us, at least the boomers here, would love to get more fiat to stack more crypto out there. So maybe we should all do a yard sale. I'm keeping it real. No one uses Bitcoin. That's all I'm saying, dude. I tend to disagree with you. And like I said to the last gentleman that was trying to argue with me based on Bitcoin, I'm not here to argue whether Bitcoin's here to last. I mean, Bitcoin is already the standard reserve currency out there. AJ Blow, it's gone over your head out there. You're probably blowing on the wrong stick out there, Blow. Okay, you may want to think about what you're doing out there, AJ. But again, I think that AJ just wants to argue out there. AJ, we're not here to argue about the legitimacy of Bitcoin. This is not the channel for you. You may want to go somewhere else. Maybe someone else will listen to you. But, try to give us some other ideas that, have us think. But that's not the one out there. No one uses Bitcoin. Everybody here in the population of the chat box uses Bitcoin. So, check the volume, says Queens. Again, we don't argue with fools out here. And AJ, you sound like a fool. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. Hefe says, my barber sells and accepts Bitcoin. Adoption is happening just very slowly. Could take years. There you go, Hefe. More and more people are accepting Bitcoin than they have in the past couple of years. So we don't believe them out there. Sorry, AJ. We don't, most people don't believe you. You may want to go to another channel and see if someone will agree with you out there, AJ. Sorry to burst your bubble. When I want my money, I access my wallet whenever I need to use it. Indeed. And most of the people bashing the bits out here are no coiners. Now, when it comes to the altcoins, I think that there is some, arguments to be made at some of the altcoins. But if you're still arguing with Bitcoin, then check out 99 Bitcoins. See how many times Bitcoin has died, and the price just keeps going up in the long term. AJ is not arguing, but he keeps typing, trying to get his point across. That's called arguing out there. You're trying to make your point out there, Blow. We're not believing you. You haven't convinced anybody out there, Blow. You're all alone out there, Blow. Blowing on the wrong stick, Blow. What's going on, buddy? People do accept and use Bitcoin, but comparing Bitcoin to fiat isn't fair because it's only 10 years old. CryptoZilla says just what someone outside crypto says. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not here to argue with people when it comes to Bitcoin. Now, there's 2,000 coins here on the coin market cap that we can argue that are funny bunny and that they're not being used for anything. Now, you know, if we want to find the middle ground out there, Blow, maybe you want to pick on another coin, but when it comes to Bitcoin, you know, we're not believing it. Perhaps some of these other coins, maybe. But it is what it is. We are all delusional here, and you won't convince her that Bitcoin is dead or useless. Shout out to Smooth out there. Crypto maniacs out here. You're right there, Smooth. You know, some may look at us as crypto maniacs. When you think of the boomers, think of the 300 crypto Spartans. We're not here to argue. We got Bitcoins on the tip of our spears ready to slit throats out there. You know the deal, Smooth. Queen says a great Ripple troll. Yeah, he probably bought Ripple. Impatient Potato's going to buy Bitcoin now. Shout out to Potato out there. Shout out to all the boomers that are rocking with me as we get these funny bunny trolls in here today that no one's ever seen before. They may not even be real people out there, and for the most part, they may be children. So, you know, you got to find out who you're dealing with out here, and it is what it is out there. It's a Blow saying, be careful, the party may be over. Blow! Nobody needs you to be the white knight out here, Blow. We don't care about your virtue signaling, Blow. Go somewhere else. Okay? Go somewhere else. And you're in the wrong... You're wasting your time out there, Blow. Why are you in here trying to talk about Bitcoin if you don't believe about it? See you later out there. Go to the gym, Blow, and change your name. It's not legit out there. Couchcash says, I will always buy the lower it goes. Shout out to Couchcash. And thanks again for the gratuity out there, Couchcash. I appreciate you. Lucian will remain #1. Bitcoin will be king for the next 10 years. Guys, you know, guys like Lucian, Hefe, Couchcash, CryptoZilla out there. They know the deal. You know, I've been pushing out the bits out there for a while, and you guys have been rocking with me. There's no reason here to even argue about Bitcoin. Now, we can argue about altcoins, but I'm not here to argue about Bitcoins. CryptoZilla says, quote unquote, I'm just saying, just keeping it real, LOL. Yeah, you know. Well, AJ Blow says, why are you getting butthurt? No, you're the one that is getting butthurt, Blow. You know, you keep trying to make get your point across, but it hasn't gotten across. No one's believing you, Blow. It's funny to me. And I think you've gotten way too much attention for today. And congratulations. And I'm not going to pay attention to you anymore because you've never been in the population of the chat box. And how about this? You want me to read your comment? Why don't you throw $5 like King Cam has, and perhaps maybe I'll pay attention to you. But other than that, you're going to need to pay to play. So I'm going to go ahead and block you, you know, just because I could do it. And, you know, because I feel like it. How about that? I'm hodling crypto myself, but keep it real. No one uses this shit. I'm not keeping it real in your standards. I'm keeping it real for Champagne and the rest of the boomers. And the reality is that we're all here, including yourself, Blow, trying to talk about it. So, again, that's strike 3.5. See you later out there, Blow. Have a good one. I give these guys way too much attention. More than most YouTubers do. I'll tell you this. I mean, I watch other people's live stream, and I try to read all the comments. When most people ignore them or whatnot, you know, I face the comments out here. And, you know, I listen to opposing views out there. But, again, I'm not here to argue with fools out there, especially someone that's called Blow out there. It is what it is. Another headshot. Yeah, man, it is what it is. You know, this is nothing new. Every time the price goes down, the trolls come out and they start trying to cheer out there. You know, I'm wondering if people rather be right and argue than actually stack up more bits and become better men out there. It looks like these soy boys out there, they're more interested in arguing and, you know, typing and back and forth and arguing than they are becoming better men out there. It's kind of funny out there. Don't be a soy boy. King Cam, let me go ahead and read you your comment after we were so we were distracted by this funny bunny out here. Kaboom to King Cam out there. This is happy times for a newbie like me. I'm loving all these prices. King Cam, I appreciate you out there. A sniper out there. Not the first time you drop a little fiat here in the population. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. We've been streaming for an hour today. It feels like 30 minutes. I'll go ahead and take a few more comments and questions out there before I go ahead and tune out. There's a need for Bitcoin. No, I don't think we're here to argue about Bitcoin, guys. I mean, we're so past that. We can argue about all these other altcoins, but like I said, there's no time to argue with fools. I'm not shilling, but seriously, look at Verge, says copy. Ascending right triangle embedded with an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Targets 178, currently at 156 Satoshi. I've covered Verge in the past. And, you know, when it comes to privacy coins, you know, I've covered Verge, Cloak, and some other ones, but they don't convince me like Monero does. Now, when it comes to the targets or whatnot, maybe you're onto something. Maybe it does boom for the short term, but you know, I don't play the short term trading game out there. But if you guys are interested in that, you may want to consider what Copy is talking about. I know Copy likes dealing with the charts or whatnot. Thanks for sharing that with us, Copy. Happy Thanksgiving to Rafter, man. Indeed. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody out there. Champagne is actually planning on perhaps taking a little vacation for the remaining of the week. So definitely probably Friday I won't be on streaming. We won't do the self-improvement thing on Friday. So that leaves us with tomorrow. Perhaps maybe I'll go on tomorrow early. We could do the self-improvement chat. We talk about crypto diet and exercise, ways to become better boomers out there. If not, we can go ahead and push that back till Monday out there. But Champagne's going to take a little break out there, enjoy the holidays or whatnot. I know I'm here every day in the morning with you boomers, but I think it's a good time to take a little break out there. Reed Mack, he's thankful for all the boomers in the trenches with him. And so am I. And I'm definitely thankful for you out there, Reed Mack. Been out here for some time in the population. Keep booming out there. Derek says Verge was the biggest pump and dump of 2018. Yeah, I mean, you know, after they did that partnership with Pornhub or whatever, a porn website, it seemed like they were going to be the exclusive porn coin. And then that website partnered with a bunch of other cryptos too. So it kind of took the shine from Verge out there. Revolution says, I don't like Verge myself. I prefer Pivx. Yeah, I was definitely interested in Pivx for some time. I covered it for in some videos some time ago. Pivx is very similar to the Dash. What about Uphold Exchange, says Couch Cash. I've heard about it, but I don't know anything about it. Yes, sir. I'll chart out Monero. God willing, I'll chart out Monero, post it ASAP. Indeed, I like Monero. I mean, I think that's the leader when it comes to privacy. It's been around longer. You know, I'll definitely be interested in what you have to say about that. Champ, Stratus is a good buy right now. No, the Stratus, you could write decentralized apps in C#, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it JavaScript? I think it's C#. Another Ethereum competitor. Stratus is something that we've covered for in the past as an alternative to Ethereum. So I remember liking it. So Smooth says it's a good buy. Randy says, I like you, Champagne. You're the realest and excited, but don't ignore the rips. They got something great out there, just a precaution, you know. I'm not a believer out there, Randy. I appreciate your comment and your sincerity. But Ripple smells like central banking. You can't mine it. And I haven't figured out how the coins are actually produced and by who out there. It just seems like funny bunny crypto, if you ask me, Randy. Joey says, Verge, no thanks. Bitcoin for him. Shout out to Joey out there. The reality is we need the base of the market solid and back on the up before the alts have a chance. And I think that's partially true, CryptoZilla. And I mentioned this before. I think reality is that we need an alternative coin that's comparable to Bitcoin when it comes to attracting new retail investors and buyers, okay, and being innovative. Nothing has been comparable to Bitcoin. We had a little taste of it with Ethereum for 2017, and people were coming into the game just for Ether, but it's nowhere near the waves that Bitcoin created. And like I said before, this market has been pulled along by Bitcoin, the strength of Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin, while it will continue to boom, it's, as far as its major jumps, it's done a lot of them already. We can't just depend on Bitcoin to move 2,000 cryptocurrencies. Everything is following in the wake of Bitcoin, and we need another coin for these altcoins to follow in the wake of. Very hard to build on shaky grounds. Indeed, I agree with that. Revolutionist has to look into Stratus. Yeah, it's a alternative to Ethereum. You can write dApps in C# if I'm not mistaken. It's either C# or JavaScript. It makes it a little easier for developers to launch their dApps. As opposed to Ethereum, you got to write Solidity code and something new that you have to learn. So if you already know how to write Java or C#, you could go ahead and launch the dApp right there on Stratus. And there's another one too, Lisk. So one is in JavaScript and the other one is in C#. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Stratus supports C# while Lisk supports JavaScript. Lisk is in JavaScript there. Lucian is confirming. Thank you. Stratus is C. Okay, so I was right. I know it was one of them. Sometimes I mix them up. But yeah, you guys may want to check those out, Stratus and Lisk. I remember doing a little research, maybe like a year ago, and those two did catch my attention. All right, guys, we've been streaming for over an hour today. So I appreciate it. It was a fun stream today. We got a lot of love here in the super chat from Day One Boomers. We got a lot of trolls out here. We had to throw a couple funny bunnies out the box out there. I hope that, I'm not coming across like I'm being butthurt by these trolls. I'm just trying to, regulate the population of the chat box so that, we can keep the conversation in line out there. But I do want to listen to competing ideas so that we don't have an echo chamber here. But we won't be supporting any trolls, and we're not here to argue with what we consider foolish behavior or ideas. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys. Shout out to Smooth, CryptoZilla, Revolutionist Potato, Nano Joe, Lucian, Queen's Racist, Joey Alex, CryptoZilla, the rest of the boomers out there worldwide. I appreciate all the love in the super chat today. And has Bitcoin reached its bottom? I don't think it's been defined yet. Maybe this is the bottom, but until we stabilize, we just don't know. That being said, the possibility of things going down lower is believable, if you ask me. So if things went under 4, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. So we got to be prepared out there. Now, for the mid to long-term viability of Bitcoin, it's here to stay out here, guys. It's already been around for 10 years, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I think some of these altcoins may die. Let's see who rises out of the ashes when it comes to the altcoin out there. Derek is saying Binance, Bitcoin, and EOS. I like all those coins out there, Derek. I'm not convinced with the Binance coin, but it's performed very well. If I'm not mistaken, it's been one of the top performers this year. So I know you've been winning with that. Shout out to Derek. Happy turkey legs to the Nakamoto. Shout out to all the Nakamoto family here in the population of the chat box. All my anonymous maniacs out here. We're all Nakamoto family. On that note, happy Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow. Okay, it's 50-50 depending on how the schedule looks, and do a self-improvement live stream, because I've been enjoying those open discussions. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe some people don't like it, but I do. So we're going to do it. And then we'll be back on our regularly scheduled programming on Monday. So, you know, look out for me. Definitely, I'll probably skip on Friday, you know, take a little vacation out there. Just want to let you guys know that, you know, Champagne's not running away or anything like that. So, you know, I'll be back. I'll be back in maybe even tomorrow. Shout out once again to Suave House, Rafterman Revolutionist, Queens Racist, Derek McLean, and the rest of the boomers out there. Everybody have an excellent Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you sooner than later. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.